McDonald's has flavors on full blast. Get any size iced coffee for just $2.69, and any size frozen drink is just $2.99 every day. Get a frozen Coke or frozen Dr. Pepper. Prices and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola and Fanta are the registered trademark of Coca-Cola Company, and Dr. Pepper is the registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up Incorporated.
Stop in today at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You can save up to 10% on Napa Marine, RV, and Power Sports batteries. Grease Monkey utility gloves, a 3-pack for only $11.99. And you can get $10 off any 2 wiper blades when you buy a 5-quart bottle of Mobil 1 motor oil. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store, 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
Hello, my name is Dr. Nasser Al-Masalma, but you can call me Dr. Al. I am a board-certified physician on internal medicine at SMDH, Family Medicine, where I look to find the cause of your health problem, then prescribe the right treatment and remedy to make you healthy again. I'm accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Currently outside our studios, we have mostly sunny skies and winds out of the north-northeast at about 10 miles per hour. They do gust up to as much as 21 miles per hour. Well, our forecast for today indicates that we'll continue to be sunny to mostly sunny with a high temperature near 63 degrees. Those north winds going to be about 10 miles per hour, gusting up as much as 21 miles per hour. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low around 40 degrees. We'll have northeasterly winds tonight, 6 to 9 miles per hour. Clouds will be increasing tomorrow with a high temperature near 61 degrees. North winds will be about 10 miles per hour, and our wind chill value early tomorrow morning will be as low as 33 degrees. Tomorrow night, skies will be mostly cloudy with a low around 35. Those north winds still with us tomorrow night around 10 miles per hour. Then Sunday we could have some areas of frost before 8 a.m. Otherwise, the day will be mostly sunny with a high near 60 degrees, and we'll still have northerly winds about 6 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, we'll have areas of frost after 5 a.m. with mostly clear skies, low around 34. Then Monday, areas of frost up until 9 a.m. with sunny skies and high near 68 degrees. Monday night should be partly cloudy, low around 47. Then Tuesday, we have a chance of showers in the forecast for after 8 a.m. on Tuesday with partly sunny skies and high near 70 degrees. We'll have a chance of showers Tuesday night up until around 8 p.m. or so with partly cloudy skies and low around 42. Then Wednesday will be sunny with a high temperature near 69 degrees. Wednesday night should be partly cloudy with low around 43. And Thursday, we do have a chance of showers on Thursday with partly sunny skies and a high temperature near 65 degrees. And that has been your noon hour weather update brought to you by your hometown radio station, KSMO. Stay right here for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Brownfield is America's largest and one of the oldest ag radio networks with more farm broadcasters on the ground, covering more acres than anyone else. We're grateful you're listening here. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. I was honored recently to be interviewed as part of a series of podcasts featuring conversations with women leaders in agribusiness. The purpose of the series is to offer secrets of success to help young women pursuing careers and leadership roles in agribusiness. There are no secrets, and my advice is not specific to the female gender. I certainly don't have all of the answers, but I know what has worked for me. One of the questions I was asked was if there were any pivotal moments that led me to where I am today. I can answer that question with an unequivocal yes. The first example that comes to mind is when I was in my mid-20s, I was offered an opportunity to take a position in a city 2 states away from home. The only person I knew there was the person I was going to work for. I had very little experience driving in a big city and had never lived in one. We packed everything I owned into my car and my parents' livestock trailer, and my dad and I set out at dark 30 for our 12-hour drive to my new home. I'm always surprised and usually disappointed when bright and capable candidates for amazing job opportunities shackle themselves to a limited geography in their first job out of college. Taking a job in a state several hundred miles from where you grew up is not a lifetime commitment to that location. It's a chance to grow and learn. Go! Have the experience. It could very well be the best entry on your resume. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and that's my 2 cents.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for road trips. We're for covering as much ground as possible on 2, 4, or 18 wheels. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, pickup trucks, and dump trucks. We're for displaying Missouri plates like medals of pride. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck behind a tractor on a 2-lane highway. And if you're a Missouri driver, we have an auto policy for you. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we've got Missouri covered.
The Missouri Department of Agriculture wants you to know that black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations. Be sure you know the difference between the black vulture and the turkey vulture. Turkey vultures have white feathers across the entire length of their wingspan, while black vultures only have white feathers on the tips of their wings. Turkey vultures fly with their wings in more of a V formation, while black vultures hold their wings in a more straight horizontal formation. Mitigation resources for your farm can be found on MDA's website at agriculture.mo.gov. That's agriculture.mo.gov.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
There's a light direct cash cattle trade underway and cash hogs are lower at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grabner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade is finally developing. There's light business across all parts of cattle country. Deals in Nebraska are marked at $292 dress, $2 below the previous week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. Live deals in the South are at $182, steady with the previous week's business. Asking prices are firm around $184 to $185 live in the South and $295 plus dress in the North. Look for more business to take place before the end of the day. Cattle on feed numbers are out at 3 Eastern, 2 Central. Box beef is higher at midday on good demand for moderate offerings. Choice up 13 cents at $295.93. Select is $1.80 higher at $291.07. At the Mitchell Livestock Auction in South Dakota Thursday, feeder steers 800 pounds and up were unevenly steady. Feeder heifers 800 pounds and up were $1 to $5 higher. The USDA says there were mainly heavy yearlings in the day's offering. Demand was good, and there were many large load lots in the auction. Medium and large one feeder steers, 871 to 887 pounds, brought $225.50 to $236.25. Feeder steers, 900 to 935 pounds, brought $229.50 to $240.85. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 900 to 935 pounds, brought $206.50 to $222.25. Cash hogs are lower at midday with light negotiated purchases. The cash hog market has been pretty active this week as processors have been bidding up to meet demand. It appears they have needed numbers on hand, and it's going to be a relatively slow Friday. While this week's export sales report was a marketing year low, overall global demand for U.S. pork has been strong. Domestic demand is also showing some strength. The summer grilling season is just around the corner. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Director down $1.80 with a weighted average of 88.69. The Eastern Corn Belt has a weighted average of 89.32. Prices at the Iowa, Minnesota, and the Western Corn Belt were not reported due to confidentiality. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at midday at $52. At Illinois, slaughter sow prices were steady with moderate demand for light offerings at $45 to $57. Barrows and Gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $51 to $61. And pork values were higher at midday, up $1.06 at $101.02. Bellies, loins, picnics, butts, and hams were all higher. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield. This is your Fungicide Performance Report brought to you by BASF. Today I'm speaking with Missouri farmer Brian Threkel about Veltima fungicide from BASF.
I can use it on corn and I can use it on soybeans, so that's a big plus. Basically Veltima and Revitec both. It's just a newer generation of it, so we like to be on the cutting edge and keep using the newer product, and we try to push the envelope for the most yield we can get. On the corn, we think we always get 10 bushel. I mean, regardless, it's pretty constant 10 bushel. And I think a lot of that is coming from the test weight. You know, it is kind of just peace of mind that, you know, I've done everything I can do to raise a crop. You know, I do look at it as an investment, but I do look at it as a return on my investment. So dollar spent was well spent.
For more information, contact your local BASF representative or go to revxfields.com.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Bertha Mae Patterson, formerly of Salem, passed away Saturday, April 13th, at the age of 73 years. Funeral services for Bertha Patterson will be today at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation started this morning at 11 and will continue until service time at 1. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Bertha Mae Patterson, formerly of Salem, are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Ernest Dean Look passed away March 20th at the age of 88 years. Graveside services with military honors for Ernest Dean Look will be today at 1 o'clock at the Oak Ridge Cemetery, Cuba, Missouri. And all arrangements for Ernest Dean Look are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Chalmer Ray Morris of Salem passed away April 15th at the age of 84 years. Funeral services for Chalmer Morris will be today at 1 o'clock at the Salem Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends started this morning at 11 and will continue until service time. Entry will be at the North Lawn Cemetery. And all arrangements for Chalmer Ray Morris of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. Alma Jean Kelly, age 90, formerly of Salem, passed away Tuesday, April 16th. Graveside services for Alma Kelly will be today at 2 p.m. at the Missouri State Veterans Cemetery, Waynesville, Missouri. And all arrangements for Alma Jean Kelly, formerly of Salem, are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Norman Dwayne Elliott passed away April 14th at the age of 84 years. Funeral services for Norman Elliott will be Monday, April 22nd at 1 o'clock at the Rolla Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. A visitation for family and friends will be held prior to the service on Monday from 11 a.m. until service time at 1. And all arrangements for Norman Dwayne Elliott are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMOradio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Dent County Commission met Thursday morning at the courthouse. During public comments, Lancer Blair said he had been part of a discussion in Crawford County where he learned the Central Bank of New York was issuing digital currency starting in December and wondered if the commissioners had heard anything about the issue. First District Commissioner Wes Mowbray stated that according to state statute, it is illegal for the county to deal in digital currency. In the road report, Mowbray said grading will be done on Dent County roads 5460, 6370, and 6570, plus brush will be cut on county roads 6460 and 6470. He also said that steering tires were being replaced on one dump truck, plus a flat tire was going to be fixed. Mowbray also noted that another dump truck is down and being worked on. Second District Commissioner Gary Polk reported that grading would be done and rock would be added to Dent County Road 2540, while only grading would be done to County Roads 4403, 4480, and 5260. He also reported that his district was hauling conservation rock, and his district also has a truck down. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson reported that MRPC has asked him to submit names for the Eugene E. Northern Award and Outstanding Youth Award. Deputy Dent County Clerk Melissa Pite reported that the commissioners were approving bills for payment. Bank bids were open for the lease purchase agreement for a new backhoe for 3 years. The Bank of Salem bid was 6.25%, Progressive Ozark bid was 4.5%, and the bid from Town and Country Bank was 5.15%. The commissioners approved the bid from Progressive Ozark with a 3-0 vote. An Intercounty Electric Cooperative representative was in to share that they have increased their rates by 2%. Corky Stack with AEA Engineering was in, and they did a walk around with the commissioners on the courthouse renovations. They noted that the east door needs painted, the roof was still leaking as of April 11th, and the torn screens need to be replaced. The next meeting of the commission will be Monday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and that meeting is open to the public. An accident occurred Thursday afternoon at 2:15 in Laclede County on Highway F a mile north of Sleeper. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2021 Caterpillar skid steer being operated by 54-year-old Douglas Sidwell of Rolla was working in the roadway in a construction zone. A 1993 Freightliner being driven by 73-year-old Marion Bishop of Urbana was unable to stop due to a mechanical problem and struck the skid steer. Sidwell suffered serious injuries and was taken by ambulance to Mercy Hospital in Springfield. The Caterpillar and Freightliner both sustained extensive damage. The Freightliner was towed by Bledsoe Towing. The Caterpillar was secured at the scene. An accident occurred Wednesday afternoon at 2:07 in Phelps County on I-44 about 3 miles west of Doolittle. According to the Highway Patrol report, a westbound 2023 Harley-Davidson FLHTP, operated by 54-year-old Patrick Rippey of Owensburg, Indiana, began to reduce speed due to traffic conditions. At that time, a 2019 Ford F-350, driven by 30-year-old Mitchell Lawrence of Salem, struck the rear of the Harley-Davidson, causing Rippey to be ejected. Rippey suffered serious injuries and was flown to University Hospital in Columbia. According to the report, Rippey was not wearing safety equipment while Lawrence was wearing a seat restraint. The motorcycle went off the left side of the roadway and struck the cable barrier, sustaining moderate damage. The Ford had minor damage and was driven from the scene. The Salem Memorial Hospital Board of Directors held their regular meeting at the hospital library Tuesday evening. The statistical summary of operations showed the hospital inpatients admission were 79, of which 49 were for medical and surgical, 5 for swing beds, and 25 for observation. These admissions totaled 280 inpatient census days. Notably, the average length of stay for both medical, surgical, and swing beds were up significantly compared to March of 2023. There were 1,400 outpatient registrations, 1,560 cardiopulmonary procedures, 6,731 lab tests, 1,301 radiological procedures, 680 rehabilitation treatments, and 39 surgical procedures. There were 639 emergency room visits with 57 patients being admitted. A total of 226 ambulance runs were made with 166 patients being transported. The Chief Nursing Officer report from Ashley Owen stated that there are openings for 5 night nursing positions as well as full-time EMTs. The mandatory annual nursing skills lab is scheduled for May 9th. The recognition for the Nurse of the Year will follow on May 10th. In human resources, there were 3 new hires while 6 employees left. For the month of March, the hospital showed a loss from operations of $239,214. After tax revenues are included, the hospital had an excess of expenses over revenues of $118,129. The SMH Family Clinic also showed a loss during March of $66,079.80 as revenues were over budget but less than in March of 2023. The hospital had a decrease in cash of $121,258 in March, but CFO Doug Hoban said the hospital did receive $428,000 in state funds in April. Another payment from the state is expected of over $288,788. The board discussed a strategic plan meeting to be held May 10th, working with the University of Missouri to pull some numbers together. The board did pass an amendment to the board bylaws for a small group voting resolution. The board elected new officers, and they are Mark Swires as president, with Leanne Price, vice president, and Karen Brown as secretary. The finance committee will be made up of new board members Frank Barnett, Leanne Price, and Karen Brown. Zach Moser will be the alternate to the finance committee. The board then went into closed session. This Saturday at the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center on Highway 19 at the exhibit called Crossroads Change in Rural America, there will be a discussion of one book about Edgar Lee Masters' Spoon Rivers Anthology at 9 o'clock. Then at 10:30, Becky Emhauser presents More Than Money, Being Rich During the Depression. The exhibit is open Monday through Saturday, and there is no charge to visit the exhibit. The Crossroads exhibit is part of the Museum on Main Street, a collaboration between the Smithsonian Institute and State Humanities Councils nationwide. Support for Missouri on Main Street has been provided by the United States Congress. In 2023, 35 fatalities occurred in work zone crashes, the highest number of work zone fatalities in Missouri history. Distracted driving contributed to 588 work zone crashes and 5 of those fatalities. April is Distracted Driver Awareness Month, with National Work Zone Awareness Week occurring this week through the 19th. That's through today. It ends today. That doesn't matter. We still need to consider making sure that work zones are safe. MoDOT is asking motorists to work with us, by making safe, responsible choices behind the wheel and slowing down when driving through work zones. Using a cell phone while driving is now against the law in Missouri. The Sidens-Benning hands-free law, which took effect last August, prohibits drivers from physically holding or supporting a cell phone while driving. This includes sending or receiving texts and recording or watching videos. Drivers can face criminal charges for crashes that result in property damage, injury, or death. It's not just a courtesy to slow down and move over for those work zones, it's the law. Missouri's Move Over law requires drivers to change lanes when approaching any MoDOT vehicle, law enforcement vehicle, and any other emergency vehicle with lights flashing, if it is safe to do so. If drivers can't change lanes safely, they must slow down as they pass the emergency vehicles. Drivers should be aware of changing traffic conditions, observe warning signs, and merge before reaching lane closures. In 2023 alone, MoDOT work zone vehicles with truck-mounted attenuators were struck 63 times, an increase of 27 from the previous year. These crashes are almost always a result of drivers being distracted behind the wheel and or driving too fast for the conditions. At its core, the Buckle Up, Phone Down initiative is about prioritizing personal safety. 45% of those killed in work zone crashes last year were not wearing a seat belt, and the overall unbelted fatality rate so far in 2024 is the highest recorded in recent years. Everyone carries the responsibility of personal safety. Wear your seat belt, put the phone down, and help save lives in Missouri. Missouri roadways. To help make your travel safer, visit MoDOT's Traveler Information map at www.traveler.modot.org and find out what work zones you'll encounter before you go. Be sure to do your part to save lives in these work zones. Missouri's Strategic Highway Safety Plan, Show Me Zero, provides information for all Missourians to help promote 4 key messages. Buckle up, put the phone down, slow down, and drive sober. That's been a look at local news that was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem Campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital Radiology Department strives to stay at the forefront of technology through high-quality diagnostic imaging tools such as CT scans, MRIs, X-rays, nuclear medicine, DEXA scans, 3D mammographies, ultrasound, and more. Many services are offered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through the emergency room, while other services are offered through outpatient services Monday through Friday. To find out more about the Radiology Department, contact me, Bobby Sullins, at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Hi, Carrie Patton here from Town & Country Bank. We've got all the perks of a national bank, like online banking, quick loan approval, and you can even deposit your check from your phone. That's not why our customers love us, though. They love us because we still offer hometown customer service. Stop by one of our area locations and let our friendly team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Country Mart in Salem, you'll find gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. They also have fresh produce, quality meats, a bakery, and a full-service deli that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have you joined the Country Mart e-Club yet? You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sale items through your email. It's free to join, and for more information about the e-Club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from Country Mart in Salem.
Place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
You'll find knee spring deals at K&H Auto Supply. Gumot intake valve cleaner for $12.99 for the 11-ounce size. Blue Devil oil stop leak only $14.49, and Blue Devil head gasket sealer for $29.99. Come on by today at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store here in Salem.
Parts City, yeah, Parts City, Parts City.
This Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soybeans is working with ag education students to design and deliver leadership and education programs. Outreach and Education Director Bailey Asbury says the students are working with several Missouri ag-based stakeholders.
What they're doing for us is actually looking into potential opportunities for higher engagement and being able to really turn those over to youth and farmers across the state.
The project involves exploring career possibilities in checkoff education resources for elevators, as well as getting young people to consider careers in agronomic research.
Being able to utilize these students that could potentially have careers in the checkoff space, being able to create and use these tools, and then also a plant science exploration program for high schoolers.
Learn more online at mosoy.org. From Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Baseball Tigers game at Mountain Grove Thursday was postponed. The makeup date has not yet been determined. The Tigers will play Plato today at the SHS Baseball Field Complex at 4:30. Salem is 11-2 on the season going into the game. You can hear the game on KSMO Radio and video stream the game on KSMO Media starting at 4:15. The Salem Ladies Softball Tigers game with Ava was postponed Thursday and will be played on Friday, April 26th. The Lady Tigers will be playing in the Salem 17 tournament today at 3:15 against Bourbon, Saturday morning at 10:45, and Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock against Steelville. All games will be at the Salem City Park. The Salem Tiger golf team took 5th at the Mountain Grove tournament. The SCA tournament will be held on Monday. Salem Tennis Tigers will play at Mountain Grove today at 4 o'clock. They come into the game with 4-5 season record. St. Louis Cardinals start a 3-game series with Milwaukee starting tonight after Salem Tiger Baseball on KSMO. And the Kansas City Royals start a 3-game series with Baltimore tonight. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Nut Sports. I'm Bill Pollock. The Cardinals back at home, a weekend series with the Milwaukee Brewers. Kyle Gibson starts. He's given up 5 homers in his last 3 appearances.
It's frustrating, especially as a guy that I normally do a decent job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. So, it's frustrating to look back at outings and say, man, if you keep the ball in the ballpark, it's obviously a lot different. So, something I'll work on.
The Royals are back on their home field taking on the Orioles. KC is 12-7, 6-1 against the White Sox, just 500 ball against the rest of their schedule. The bullpen blew 2 games in Baltimore earlier this month, and we'll see how the pitching stacks up this weekend. MLS rivalry, St. Louis City SC visiting Sporting KC. St. Louis is tied for 6th in the Western Conference, Kansas City 9th. Sporting knocked City out of the playoffs last year. Does KC manager Peter Vermees think City will use that as motivation?
Hard for me to think about the other team and what they do. It is. I don't know what they talk about and how they go about their business. I'm only worried about us.
All right, let's find out from City manager Bradley Carnell. Are they looking for payback?
That was last year. We can talk about it, we can rehash it, revisit it. We're in the current moment right now and focusing on the very current next moment, which is a game against Sporting KC.
And that is tomorrow at 7:30. Mizzou getting a $250 million facelift to the north end zone of Memorial Stadium, turning it into premium seating so they can raise more money to keep up with the SEC when it comes to spending. They still need to find a permanent AD. President Moon Choi says the committee is going to get the right hire.
They're going to take their time. They're going to vet the candidates, evaluate their fit within the university, and also their desire to stay in Missouri. I'm pleased with the progress.
Mizzou softball at number 9 Georgia, and Mizzou baseball hosting the defending national champs LSU this weekend. UFL football, St. Louis hosting Memphis Saturday morning at 11:30. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net.
Planning a home improvement project? Always remember that working near electrical wires or equipment can be dangerous. Keep an eye out for and avoid overhead lines when moving ladders or working on your roof. If you need to work near an electric line, ask your local electric cooperative to disconnect service wires so you can work safely. Keep safety first. Always. We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 27th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tiffany Bland. I'm the new MD at SMDH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment today. SMDH Family Medicine is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri.
The range of black vultures have generally been in the southern part of the United States, but as their range has expanded into Missouri, the number of conflicts has been increasing over time.
Mitigation efforts are available through the USDA.
One of the main tools that we use is a black vulture effigy, and we have those on hand. If you have a pasture where you're calving, we can hang a couple of these up around the edges of the pastures, and that'll scare those birds off. We bring pyrotechnics and other tools to harass vultures off the site. Lasers can work very well. We also carry all the permits to do lethal removals if necessary. If you have a calf that was deceased and you don't know what caused it, or you suspect that it could have been a black vulture that killed that, we can come out on site and provide a necropsy free of charge. The funding for that work is provided through the Missouri State Legislature to the Department of Agriculture, no cost to the landowner.
Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov.
Jet Tire and Auto has a wide selection of tires and wheels in stock and can special order any tires you may need. They are also a full-service auto repair shop serving the Salem and surrounding areas, offering a variety of services from alignments to oil changes to bumper-to-bumper checks as well as UTV services. Jet Tire and Auto also does state inspections and emission tests. Check out their website for all the services they offer at jettireandauto.com, and don't forget to like them on Facebook. For more information or questions, call 729-3650 or stop by 800 South Park Street in Salem.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Wofford & Wofford Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and camera to help locate and solve septic problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing as well as repairs. Wofford & Wofford Plumbing. Call the office at 729-0014 and they can get you taken care of.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 27th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Don't pay retail for your diamond engagement ring or gift. Come to CleanOrigin.com, founded by a family of leaders in the diamond industry for more than a century. We're experts in ecologically friendly lab-grown diamonds because that's all we do. Come clean with Clean Origin, the only diamond jewelers who give you a 100-day, no questions asked return on your purchase. Head to CleanOrigin.com or one of our retail stores and mention code Radio10 to receive 10% off. That's CleanOrigin.com, code Radio10.
Missouri Net News, I'm Cameron Connor. Anyone who runs for Congress in Missouri would be required to live in the district they seek to represent under a bill being weighed by a state House committee. Currently, they can live anywhere in Missouri and run for any of the state's 8 congressional seats. No one testified against the bill during a committee hearing this week, but Democrat Kevin Windham of St. Louis County questioned a witness over his support of the bill.
So if I lived in the 1st congressional district my whole life and then moved to the 2nd congressional district because it got too expensive, you're saying I can't represent somewhere where I lived my whole life just because I moved across the street?
Not saying that.
That's what the bill would say.
The House Elections Committee has not yet scheduled a vote on the bill. The second bill passed by the Missouri legislature this session is a controversial education package. The plan would expand access to private schooling, allow Boone County to open charter schools, increase the minimum teacher salary, and restrict 4-day school weeks, among other things. The bill heads to Governor Mike Parson, who will decide whether to approve or reject it. This is Missouri Net News.